Morning, ladies and gentlemen, StratGamer here, providing with a brand new Total War Warhammer 2 series today. And in this first episode, we're going to do two things. One, I want to try to convince you, if you don't have Total War Warhammer 2, to buy it soon, despite Total War Warhammer 3 coming out pretty soon. And then number two, the things we're gonna do today is why should you be playing the quest battles and why should you be watching this particular series, which will be focused on those quest battles. If you're already convinced about those things, don't hesitate to check out the actual series, which will appear now at the top, to dive right into those battles. Otherwise, let's dive in. So first of all, Total War Warhammer 2. Well, first reason is like most of the Total War Warhammer games, this is a pretty good game. You know, at any cost, any price that you can find it, this is a fairly good investment. You know, you're going to have 100 and 100 of hours of the campaign, and you know, with all of the different factions that you can play, there's definitely a lot you can do there. Then outside of the campaign, there's also many battles. All those quest battles that we're going to talk about today, but also, you know, quick battles, laboratory, many other things where you can just play one-on-one. And then lastly, multiplayers. So there's definitely something for everybody. Now, why should you buy it now with Total War Warhammer 3 coming out in just a few months? Maybe, you know, you're thinking, I'll just wait for it. Well, actually, the 3 Total War Warhammer games just are a trilogy that are part of sort of one single game. It's almost like a 3 DLC of one single game. And each of those games comes with different factions. But when you have all 3 games, you're then able to play all factions into that game. So for example, now I have Total War Warhammer 1 and 2, and therefore I'm able to play the Mortal Empire campaign with all of those factions from both number 1 and number 2. And we know that it will be the same with number 3, Total War Warhammer 3. If you do have the previous episode, then in Total War Warhammer 3, you'll be able to also play those previous ones. Whereas if you don't, you're going to be quite limited in the factions in Total War Warhammer 3. So you may, you know, miss a lot on the experience. So really, that's why, you know, don't hesitate. Try to get Total War Warhammer 2, even if you're planning to buy number 3 in a couple of months or next year. Now, why should you be doing the quest battles and also potentially follow this series that I've just started? Well, first of all, the quest battles, there are really many across all of the different factions. So it's a great way to start to get to know all of the different factions, play with all of the factions. It's not as if it's just one battle and you're done. Now, reason number 2 is whatever your level, you know, you can change the difficulty from easy to legendary. In this series, I'm going to show you everything in legendary, how to beat all of those levels in legendary. But obviously, you know, if you follow a video on legendary, then that will it doesn't mean you have to do it in legendary. If you do it in easy, you can just apply the same principle and it will be even easier. But at the same time, to me, quest battles are not just for beginners. They're great for beginners, but they're actually also great for all type of players because of a key reason. And the key reason is you don't choose your army. Usually very experienced player, they're very good with a few types of unit which they really know well. They know in which context, you know, to play to their strengths, basically. But in those quest battles, you don't choose your army. You know, you have what's given to you and in front of you, you don't choose it either, and you have to beat it. So it really does take quite a bit of skills and knowledge about all of the different units to get there. At the same time, this is a great way to learn about it because those armies are always the same. You know, if you do something here multiple times, of course, the first time you do it, you won't know what unit you're getting, you won't know what the enemy's unit are. But if you lose it 1 or 2 times, you know, you can start to really understand which one are your units and which one are the enemy units. And that's where you can get better at Total War Warhammer 2 is because, or all Total War games for that matter, is you need to really know your units and enemy units, because this is in a sense a very complex, rock paper scissors game where you need to match your units to the right units on the other side to beat them. For example, you send your cavalry to their anti-infantry unit. You put your spearmen in front of their cavalry, right? This is how you win. And this is by knowing those units that you do that. Given that the army is the same, when you repeat those battles, it really enables you to learn that in a sort of control environment. This is really where I'll suggest the quest battles are really a great way, and everybody should be doing them. And why this series? Well, in this series, obviously, I'm going to show you how to beat all of these levels in legendary difficulty, but I'm not just going to show the battle and leave you with that and hope for the best. I actually want to try to share some of my learnings and knowledge through a couple of different things. One is, for each of the battle, I'm going to show you, the units, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and sort of what is my battle plan. So which unit I'm hoping to fight with which unit. So that way you can also really get in a bit into my head. At the same time, then I'm going to show you the replay of my battle, so we can, we don't have to miss anything. We can pause, we can accelerate when needed, so you'll never miss a thing in the battle. And lastly, I'm definitely not perfect. I'm still learning a lot about the game, so I'm also going to show you and explain what I think are mistakes, right? So we can both learn from it. So it is, ladies and gents, I want to show you why I think you should buy Total War Warhammer 2 if you don't have it. If you already have it, great, you're already halfway there. And second, why you should be doing those quest battles and potentially watch my series about all of those quest battles, and in particular, maybe the ones that you're having trouble with. I hope you're convinced, and if you are, don't hesitate to now move directly to the first one, which will be Tyrion's Sungfang. And as you've seen, I've already completed many, so you can expect many episodes to come very quickly. Hope you like this first introduction to the series. Don't hesitate to leave any comments, thoughts, feedback below. And if you like the video, don't hesitate to press the like button or even subscribe to the channel. It will really help. Okay, hope to see you next time.